Uh, Hello again, everybody. This is Live After Christmas Part 1. And it's only going to be Part 1 because apparently I've got some explaining to do. So I'm going to move this over here out of my way. And I'm going to clean some things up over here. And hopefully I am streaming. Well, I can't really check until I put my headphones on. Okay, now I still can't hear anything, so I don't know if I'm. Hi, Tony Wallow. Good afternoon to you, sir. I would like to get an audio and video check if I could. There's not so much video right now as there is audio. It's just a static picture of Mrs. K or Lorna or however we want to refer to her. So it looks like it's streaming. Audio visual is good. Cool. So let me get. Hey, great guy. Good afternoon. Good to see you. I don't know who all was waiting, but apparently I was driving down the road. And don't try this at home, kids. I'm not a trained professional. But I was driving down the road and I thought, you know what? How cool would it be to do a live YouTube stream at 80 miles an hour? Whoa. Take this channel in a whole new direction. So I walked Mrs. K how to do the steps to get me on live. Got it set up. Hit the go live button. And I think it went live for maybe 2 or 3 seconds. And then it said cannot connect. So I'm thinking, oh, that's because I got the Wi-Fi on. And there's no Wi-Fi out here. I need to go to cellular data. And I'll be good to go. So check that setting. Good to go. Wi-Fi is off. Cellular data is on. It's on for YouTube. Oh, we'll be sweet. This will be good. Let's try this again. Same thing. It looked like it connected for about 3, maybe 5 seconds and unable to connect, reconnect. Didn't work. So I get home and I let everybody know that I'm home, including Darren. Hey, Darren, if you're listening, thank you very much. And Darren says, you have 5 people waiting. I said, huh? And he sent me a link. And I had to laugh because the link was apparently YouTube thought I was scheduling a stream or, and I'm going to look more into this, I think YouTube won't allow you to, I think if you're in a moving vehicle, YouTube won't allow you to stream, or I was doing something wrong. I don't know. Maybe my smart car was blocking it. I honestly don't know. But if you think about it, it's kind of probably a good thing that I wasn't able to stream. My goal was to aim out the window and let you guys see the road 80 mile an hour or whatever, but probably a real good thing that didn't take place. So I'm going to wait until later to reveal my Christmas shirt. You can see it says Best Grandpa, so I got another one. Now I've got 2 of those. I got a funny feeling I'm going to get one every year, which is good. Had great visit with everyone. It was a very good weekend. My mom finally said, sleep in our bed, sleep here, we'll figure out how to do it, which we did. So I will start Zoom on the outside chance anyone wants to Zoom. And I think I got to see if this is the correct. Yep, this one's correct. So I got to get a drink. The Zoom link is good from whenever we Zoomed last time. That link should still be good. If it's not, let me know in the chat room and I will make it good. And then when we get a couple people in Zoom, I will change the background from Mrs. K, Lorna, to the Zoom. I hope everyone had a good Christmas or had as good as Christmas as you could. Oh, great news. My brother, as of 24 minutes ago, is out of the hospital and on his way home. Oh, great news. My brother, 24 minutes ago, is out of the hospital. And Greg's got to mute the YouTube stream. Oh, great news. My brother. And I've heard it for the 3rd time. That's funny. Still don't have any Greg on video or audio. Well, the audio is working because I can hear the feedback, so that's fine. There we go.
There I am.
Hey, Greg.
A little sluggish today.
Yeah, boy. You want to talk about sluggish? My goodness.
Oh, Doug's here.
Yeah, Doug is here. Wait for the audio. I don't know if they can hear me when audio's connecting or not. Once they're connected, though, they should be able to hear me. Hello, Doug.
Hi there.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm not watching on YouTube. I'm using your trick of calling while I'm out and about.
Oh, okay. Hey, well, you sound great. I need to get with you to find out how you do that without the background noise.
I don't know.
No, I can't tell you that.
Yeah, it's a secret.
Yeah, no worries.
But I saw the title of your video saying the day after Christmas.
Yeah, part 1.
Yeah. Do you know what the day after Christmas is?
The 26th? I don't know.
It's my birthday.
Honestly?
Yeah, honestly.
Well, we'll get together later on and sing you happy birthday.
That's why I get combination Christmas/birthday presents all my life.
That is ironic because my grandchildren, the twins, were born on the 24th, and the girls, or the grandson, was born on the 31st. So they get everything, but we celebrate birthdays in October and everything else later on in the year. So, but happy birthday, Doug. Oh, look, he's got the camera going, and he's driving. He's a trained.
Happy birthday.
I'm in a parking lot.
Oh, okay. He's a trained professional, everyone. He does not drive.
Parking lot.
So I've got something for us to figure out. I was able to stream from my mom's house with no issues. I tried to stream today going down the highway. It would not let me do it. I don't know if YouTube has got something in there that detects you're driving down the highway or what, but it would not let me do it.
It might be the cell phone.
Well, I was using the same cell phone last night on wireless data, and I could do it. And it could be.
You weren't traveling.
Correct. I was not traveling. So
yeah, the phones have the capability of detecting that you're in motion at driving speeds, and so I can configure my phone so that it won't allow me to do texting while driving.
I have an insurance app on my phone that tracks how I drive, and it knows how fast, and the phone knows how fast you're going.
Oh, I could get in trouble with that.
Right. Right.
Well, I keep up with.
I did figure out why my resolution was so low in yesterday's streams.
Because the makeup artist didn't make it in. Is what I've been told. No.
Yeah. That wasn't quite. Yeah.
All right, so I'll show you guys, which I'll have to show this a million times. This year's grandpa shirt is best grandpa by par. Because my son and I like to play golf. So
okay.
Awesome. So now I've got one that says this is what an awesome grandpa looks like, and now I've got the best grandpa by par. So everybody, on the count of 3, we're going to sing happy birthday to Doug. And a 1, and a 2. Didn't say 3 yet. 3. Happy birthday to you. Boy, we didn't practice this. We're so out of tune. Birthday to you. Happy birthday. LiveWindowsTrainingDougBest.com. Happy birthday to you. And we know you're 39, so you don't need to reveal your age.
Right.
Like Jack Benny.
57.
Hi, Alex.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Darren.
My oldest.
Go ahead, Doug.
My oldest brother told me what age I am this morning, and I replied that, well, I hadn't done the math yet, so thanks a lot.
So are you the youngest of everyone?
No, I have one younger brother.
Okay.
2 that are older. Yeah, my youngest brother hasn't been on video with me yet.
Well, my brother got out of the hospital about 29 minutes ago. So that's good.
Good news.
And they've got him set up at the lower level of his house because his bedroom's upstairs, and that's good. Hopefully he'll get recovered within the next 3 or 4 weeks, and he's still got to be on oxygen, but it's good news he's out of the hospital.
Yeah, what's his oxygen level? Do you know?
He hasn't said. But apparently he's tested negative twice for COVID because they released him, so that's good.
Oh.
Good news.
Yeah,
that's
real good
good.
news. So,
Well, my daughter and grandson are sicker today than they were last night, so it looks like they probably.
well, let's just hope it's the common cold or maybe the flu. You know, something that we're all used to.
Yeah, it's really unlikely. I never experienced the occasion where two people in the same household come down with the symptoms at the same time, same day.
Yeah,
That's COVID.
Yeah, that would be kind of odd. So let me catch up. Let me do a Doug Betts here. Let me catch up in chat. Now I can actually do that without switching anything other than my field of vision. So I'm honored again, Doug. Thank you very much. And Jeff and Greg, Alex, Darren. Darren doesn't want to show his face because it's like midnight 30 there, I guess now, or close to it.
Quarter to 12.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I know it's getting late. So I wasn't going to go live this early until Darren said, "Hey, you got 5 people waiting on you," and then I figured out what it was. So that's my bad. I apologize. And like I said in the beginning, don't try this at home, kids. I'm not a trained professional. Just don't do it. So, but it could be the phone. Doug's right. It could very well be the phone.
Probably is.
I've tested. I'll test it with a FaceTime. Oh no, it's not the phone because I have been. You guys didn't hear this, but I have not been driving down the road and FaceTiming with anyone in the past, unless it's changed.
Yeah. What are we talking about? Your landscape? Your
No. I was trying to live stream today while driving down the highway, which you shouldn't try to do, and I'll be the first one to tell you that. Okay, you really shouldn't.
No, Lorna was driving, right?
Oh yes, Lorna was driving. Yeah. No, Lorna set everything up, and Lorna was actually holding the phone. My hands were where they were supposed to be, but it still distracts my mind a little bit. We were doing everything as safely as we could, but it wouldn't work. And she actually was taking the phone and holding it like this, almost dead center of the car, so you could see the highway, and it kept coming up on the screen saying, "Unable to connect, reconnect." So first we thought it was a cellular data deal. It wasn't. That was good to go. And then I really feel something, YouTube, the phone or something, didn't want me to live stream. At that point in time, I think we were doing about 75 miles an hour, honestly. So not the smartest thing to do, but.
Well, I'm thinking that also might be the handoffs from one cell tower to another can't handle that upload volume well enough during the switches from one tower to another.
That could be. No, Chris, I'm not on. Well, yeah, I am on my phone. I'm using the app called ILRIUN that BH Ringer told me about. Awesome. So much clarity. But on the Zoom, I'm using a cheap C170, so you guys get the ugly picture. YouTube gets the good picture. So I'll switch that around in a minute.
Okay, what app was that?
I just looked over and noticed that you're using 2 different cameras on both screens.
Yeah, I am.
What was the app again, Ken?
IRIUN.
Okay.
Which I kind of think is kind of funny because it almost spells I ruin, but you know, but it works. It works. It's fantastic.
It says IRIUN 4K webcam.
Yep. App for your phone.
Okay, but
it's an app for your phone, and then you download a companion app on your computer, and it.
Oh,
the camera.
Nope, I did not put an app on my computer. I put it on the phone only, and boom, it's gone. It's done.
Oh, well, I had to install the app on my computer.
Yeah. I'm going to get you to 50 subscribers. That is my goal for this week. Okay? I'm going to get you 50 subscribers. It may cost me a boatload of money.
I'm not going to, you know, once you get me to 50 subscribers, I'm not going to, you know, guarantee I'm going to be live streaming, you know, every day like you do.
No problem.
I might try it a time or two.
It is for iPhone, yes, Catherine. It is for an iPhone. By the way, the Zoom link is still the same if you'd like to join us in Zoom. Alex, I really thought you were going to say you weren't going to try to live stream going down the highway doing 80 miles an hour, and I was like, well, I'm glad you didn't say that.
I've got you know, I've got the mobile hotspot on my phone, so I can use my. I'm not the one driving. I could use if the cell phone signal's good enough, I could use my tablet while we're going on the road to live stream in the car.
So I got to ask Doug, are you waiting for someone, or you just?
I just came out of Kaiser Hospital. I was trying to buy a home test kit for my daughter and my grandson. It turns out there's been a run on them lately, and nobody has them.
Yeah, I'll bet.
So I'm just about to head off to my next errand. So I just thought I'd drop in and say hello.
Well, I appreciate it.
And then also, if anyone's interested, I had told regarding my live stream at 240p yesterday, I thought that I was going to be able to upload the recording that my XSplit does on the hard drive. Well, it was also 240p. So I wound up figuring out that apparently the update to XSplit did reset defaults, and there was a default resolution to change. And then I also did get a copyright strike on the music that was in my part 2.
Really?
Not a copyright strike.
Copyright.
Just a claim, not a strike.
And it says this does not go against your channel, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
No, it does not go against my channel, but I did delete the video, and I'm going to re-upload it without the music part.
Right.
And I figured I just keep those on there to document the 240p experience, and then do a video that explains why it or how it happened.
So how long was the music played for approximately?
4 minutes, 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, of course you're going. I thought maybe it was seconds like mine. No, that long. Yeah, you're going to get some. You're going to get
well,
something.
what my plan was to do an educational thing, breaking that down and to qualify under fair use. But because of the 240p issue and the streaming problems I have, I did not wind up doing that.
Sure.
But there was some interesting things that I found, because there was 3 different organizations that did copyright claim regarding 3 different songs. Each of them were claiming their own song. So I did wind up documenting this morning in a recorded video some information about copyright claims that I think is useful to publish. So I'll be publishing that.
Were you able to change the resolution without reinstalling your update?
Yes.
Okay, so it was just it changed the default, but
right. So I did not revert away from that update, but it did educate me that when XSplit does an update, it can affect my settings. In the past, it has not. They've done. There was one time that I reversed a update installation, but that was because I had not yet updated the software for my Stream Deck, the buttons. And once I did that, then the update worked okay. So
that's that little thing we see on the desk that lets you switch among cameras and stuff.
Yeah.
That's kind of neat, actually.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
I gotta laugh. Chris Garrett wants to know who's talking and says it sounds a little like Doug. Sounds different on his live stream. Hi, Catherine.
Yeah.
Hi, Doc. Happy birthday.
Oh, hi, Catherine. Thank you.
Well, when you stop at your second stop, we'll do a better rendition of Happy Birthday. We'll get Catherine to join in this time.
Okay, I don't think I'll be checking back in. I need to go ahead and sign off now.
No problem. I hope everyone gets better. Thank you, Doug.
All right, have a good
evening.
Thank you, everyone.
Enjoy your birthday.
Catch you later. Bye.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Good night. Bye. Okay, so
you still have the beard, Ken.
I do. I didn't shave it. Everyone likes it, so for now it's staying.
Okay.
Even my mom liked it, which really surprised me because she's normally not real happy when I have a beard. So, yeah, I still got it. Even the granddaughters didn't mind it too much, so it's good. That was cool for Doug to drop in. I really appreciate that. I'll tell you the one I really will be blown away if Carrie Holzman ever joins in chat and or requests the YouTube or the Zoom stream. Oh, I'll be on Cloud 9 for a week.
I wouldn't expect him on Zoom. It wouldn't surprise me if he didn't drop in chat sometime, though.
I'll be on Cloud9 for a week. Either way, if he joins
I mean,
both,
he has gone in one time to Doug's chat, right? Once
Oh,
or
yeah.
twice.
yeah, once or twice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, more than once, I think. I
Yes.
saw him more than once in
Oh,
Dogs
Yeah.
already. So he might turn up in your YouTube channel too.
Yeah.
We got to go over to technical stuff, though. If you-
Yeah. If I see that name, we got to go. And if you're doing an Acronis backup,
He's gone off that now. He's going to another one.
who, Gary?
The way he was talking last.
Oh. Yeah, I've got so much catching up to do, and it sounds like I'm not going to be able to watch all of Doug's things, so that's fine. I had to laugh that yesterday they were questioning whether it was really me or not. So I did a live stream, and unfortunately on the phone it goes automatically to private. Those are now available. I've made them public as soon as I got in. As soon as I sat down at the computer, the first thing I did was went to YouTube Studio and made those two public. So they are there
it's
now.
interesting. Seems to be in conflict with some stuff we saw yesterday about how you can do live streaming from a phone. It'd be curious to figure out exactly what all the rules are on that stuff.
There is a little bit of confusion, yes.
I mean, it obviously worked.
Well, that was what I thought. 1,050, 25, it doesn't really matter. It works. And it really, I mean, obviously, driving down the road, trying to stream on YouTube, we might need to have an intervention here. But I'm expecting people to walk in the door any minute now and say, Ken, we need to talk. So,
We are the YouTube police.
waiting for that to happen, too. Okay. A friend of mine told me a Filipino lady cleans. She never complains about my beard, actually. She just wanted it not to be white anymore. So, and I hate shaving, is why I have a beard. It's not that I like the beard. I just hate to shave. I really do. I mean, too many days in the military getting up every morning going, and when you're in the field and you don't have the luxury of hot water and you don't have the luxury of a good razor and you're like,
Yeah.
I can remember like the old
Greg knows.
The old razors, single blade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And cold water in a helmet.
The what was those dumb things called? You put a helmet liner under it, and then you put the steel pot on top of it.
Right, steel pot.
Yeah. An electric razor and I, we don't get along at all. Here's how me and electric razors go. Even if I have no hair, right, and it's like this, there's nothing there, it'll go because it gets caught on the damn hair and it goes through the wall somewhere. So anyway, I hope everyone
I normally only have a mustache.
I noticed you got the goatee going.
Well, I quit shaving when I had COVID because I just didn't feel like doing it. But I have hardly any hair on the side, so I can't grow a beard on the sides. It just doesn't happen.
Right.
So I can sort of manage a goatee after a long period of letting her rip. I don't know how long it'll stay.
Sure. Right.
At the moment, my wife says she's okay with it, so it'll probably be her call.
Yeah. So I hope everyone had a good Christmas. Those that celebrated, I hope you had a good Christmas.
Yes, we had Christmas on the 24th because nearly every country has it on the 24th. Only the US and the UK and some other, like New Zealand, Australia, Canada, they have it on the 25th. It's weird.
Yeah, I let Lorna open one present on the 24th. That's a family tradition from way back.
Yeah, it's a common thing to open one Christmas Eve night.
Right.
Or Christmas Eve.
Yeah, and then she did not want to open anymore, and she did not want to take them to Indiana, which was good because they were super huge. I got videos on it. They were super, super huge boxes, so no weight to them, but they were big. And we got to my mom's a little early. Breakfast was fantastic, and we sat around and talked a little bit. Then we had our little Christmas with my mom and my sister, and that was good. And
Your mom seemed pretty good yesterday?
Actually, she seemed real good. Yeah.
Great, great.
She was when she got. Then they went to my niece's house, and when she got back after 6 hours, she was a little fraggled. So that was to be expected. But
Yes.
oddly enough, she stayed up until the football game was over, and seemed to, as the longer she sat there, the more alert she became, I guess is the best way to put it. So,
Yeah.
but it was a good visit. We got up this morning, had a little bit of coffee and everything, then went to some number one's house, and she'll be 1 in February, but she got 6 teeth, and she's got this little thing she motors around on. Oh my gosh. Hey, Kenny Witten is in the house. Hi, Kenny. She let you open one. No. Ken got no gifts from Mrs. K, and I don't want any from Mrs. K. I didn't expect any from my son. And I got the, here, I'll show it again. You guys are going to get bored of seeing this shirt, believe me. Got the best grandpa by par. Golf analogy.
By par.
Yeah. Yeah.
Golfing
Well,
t-shirt.
all three, both of my sons and I play golf. So we do have that kind of in common too. They're horrible, and they know it. I used to be decent, but I'm probably horrible now because I haven't played in a year and a half. So 1:45. Oh, Zeev, yes. Good night or good morning, actually. But yes, thank you so much for being here. I hope you had a Merry Christmas or Happy Holiday, however you celebrate it. But once again, which camera am I on? Thank you for being here so much. So can you guys see a difference in the cameras because I switched them around?
Yeah, it looks a lot clearer.
Got that.
So the zoom
Which
should
camera
look
is
super.
which?
Well, the zoom should look super clear now.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I switched them around. So, and the YouTube stream, if the camera's even there, because I don't even have it up and running. Tell Gary's here.
Mute 'em.
Nah. What's going on here? Okay, hang on 1 second. This is the only drawback, and I had to joke with my son because he did get a 65-inch television. He got a Samsung, and it was it's still in the box. So I said, "Oh look, Jeremiah did get us our 65-inch television." 5-inch television.
Yeah, I see Carrie's got a video posted saying he may have to say goodbye.
I see now. I think it has to do with Noxua. I see now. I think it has. And I'm the echo. Let me fix that. I'm the one echo. I'm the echo. Let me fix that. Now I know how you guys feel. Okay, problem solved. Let's see if I can't kill that background. And did I ever put zoom in there as a background? Looks like I did not. Let's see what this one is. Oh, there we go. I did do it. I'm smarter than I think. So.
Echo.
I can make that echo come back if you'd like. How are you, Gary?
Peachy and King.
How'd your day of being a waiter go?
We got done at 5:30.
Oh my goodness! What time did you start?
About 10.
Oh, it's a long day.
Yeah.
Did anybody give you any tips? You don't have to answer if you don't want to.
I'm not going to tell you. No.
Okay. Well, because obviously the follow-up question is, did you donate them somewhere? So,
yeah.
Okay. I figured as much, but I have to ask.
And then my wife wanted to go, so.
Yeah, that was good. That had to be a good thing. So, we seen the plans for my youngest son's new house. Whew. Glad he's buying it, not me. Sits on a lake. Now, it does sit on a lake. I'm going to enjoy that. And you can fish in a lake. I'm going to enjoy that.
Lake property is usually pretty pricey.
Yeah.
The only you don't get algae in it.
Yeah, well, he don't have to take care of it, so he doesn't really care. He's just going to fish it because he likes to fish. The only way it could be better is if there was a golf course in there somewhere, then it'd be perfect. But my oldest son lives on the golf course, so kind of both things are covered. So it's good. Real good.
When my sister's husband, he is a golfing teacher in Switzerland. He's like teaching the Swiss youth in golfing, you know, the national level.
I hope he's got a lot of patience in not the regards of golf patience, but in teaching people. Because
Yes.
it is, I taught Lorna how to play. Now, immediately I'll go to a baseball and now whatever. Immediately I had strike one against me. It's my wife. Never teach your wife how to play golf. Don't work.
Yeah, don't teach your children to.
Oh, children are okay.
Either.
Children you can kind of handle because they're your kids. They got that inherited fear of, oh God, it's my dad. But your wife, no, she don't care. But she actually became very good at golf, and she actually beat me on a couple of holes on a couple of the courses we played. And I did not let her. I'm a very competitive person. I did let some people win when I worked at the Brain Institute. I'd let them win because, you know, I didn't want to make them feel any worse than they did until they figured it out. And then once they said, don't let me win anymore, well, then they, you know, didn't win anymore. But she actually did beat me on a couple holes. Now, I heard about it for about 6 years, too. I mean, you know, I'm surprised she doesn't walk in here and go, you remember that hole when we played in, because her memory.
Good. Yes.
Very good. Yes.
Well, you have to teach them properly. My wife starts at 1 and counts for each stroke. I count at 10 and subtract 1 for each stroke. I beat her every time.
Well, one of my coworkers wanted to play golf, so we took her with us one time. She put the tee on the ground. She hit the ball. Not bad. Probably hit it 50 yards or so. Walked up to the ball, picked the ball up, put the tee in the ground. I said, well, what are you doing? She goes, I'm going to hit the ball again. Wasn't her fault. I didn't explain to her that you only get to use the tee once in the tee box. So that was kind of funny, I thought. But yeah, Lorna actually is a pretty good golfer. She really is. So I can.
Yes, so now you can be afraid of your wife in golfing too. Yeah. No.
No. If it got that bad, I would start taking lessons, and believe me, I am very competitive, and I'm so competitive. Wife, son, granddaughter, mother. There's no forgiveness on. There's no, oh, you're my mom, I'm going to let you play. And no, doesn't happen. Hasn't happened for many years.
Okay.
I mean, it's a bad fault to have, but I'm super competitive. If we play checkers, we're competitive, and she don't know how to play checkers. So, but I think you guys know what I mean. So anyway, somebody else take it away.
Reason I don't like golf is because when I was younger, probably about 12, 13, we had a golf course a few blocks from my house. And I can't remember how many times I'd caddied. And I caddied for this lady, 18 holes. You know what she gave me at the end of it?
50 cents.
85 cents.
No, damn.
That turned me off on golf.
Yep. That's why I never caddied.
What you have to do is play with the horseman. Make sure one of them has some money.
Yeah.
So you can shame the others into tipping.
Yeah. Uh-oh, Tony Waddle's retracting messages I didn't get to see. Doggone it. Hey, Tony, can I talk you into putting them in and retracting them again? Oh, shoot. I don't see. Okay, I'm all caught up in chat. Big spender. Yeah, 85 cents. Whoa. So, well, look at it this way. At least she didn't give you a coupon for free golf lessons that was expired. I mean, it could have been really bad.
Yeah.
Anyone else have a golf story?
Oh, I'm just know that I'm bad at it because I never did it.
Only tried to play once with some friends in high school. who were on the golf team. That was the last time I tried.
I played for quite a long time. I took it back up when I went to work for the Brain Institute people because we had one guy that was part of his therapy. Nobody would take him to play. So
Is that when you were here in Vegas?
No, I was in California.
Okay, we have the Lou Ruvo Institute here. I mean,
Yeah.
where they treat all kinds of things.
Oh, this guy was a handful, but we got along. I didn't mind. I mean, I understood that he had a traumatic brain injury, so things didn't work right here, and it gets out here, you know?
Yep.
But you would think people that went to school to learn how to deal with these things would be able to handle it, and some of them people were just idiots. I mean, honestly. And I told him so a couple of times. I had a conversation once with someone that the way that I am, and I told them, I said, I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to take care of these patients. I could care less if you like me or not. You do your job, I'll do my job, and as long as these people get taken care of, we're good. If you like me, good, that's a bonus. If I like you, good, that's a bonus. We kind of never spoke to each other again. And it still bothers me to this day. Golly gee, Moses. Whoa. Oh, golly.
Take some Prozac.
Whoa, good idea. So, Gary, golf story? No?
No. Yeah, actually, I do. The reason it's funny is first time I ever played, there was like 20 attorneys, were all four. First time I played, I swear to God, I hit 72. The next time I played, I hit 90 and never hit 70 or 80 again.
What was par?
80, no, 72 or 73. I mean, I hit par. That's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
And they were all saying, how many times? And I said, none.
So
I have the same story with my daughter. We're going out shooting. She's like, this isn't hard, is it? Boom, boom, boom. Bullseye. 12 times.
I don't know how well this will come through. I might see if I can do this a different. In fact, I will try this a different way.
No fair. Putt golf doesn't count.
Hold on a second. So I don't know if you can see this or not. This is a scorecard right here. And if you look right there, I'm Ken on top, Lorna on bottom. If you see on the 114th hole, I got a hole in one. The very next two holes, I shot bogeys. I still shot par because of the hole in one for the front nine. It took me one more hole to get my head back down on earth, and then I shot, 2, 4, 5 pars in a row, and I was only 3 over for the back nine.
That's pretty good.
The interesting thing about that was we were walking from the hole before the hole in one, and Lorna said, I have a feeling before the year's out, you're going to get a hole in one. Played the next hole, get to the 6th hole, hit it, 114 yards, a little pitching wedge, when I could hit a pitching wedge 114 yards. And I honestly knew about halfway down it was going to be a good shot. And as soon as it hit the green, it's going to be a hole in one. And it was. And you know what? It didn't cost me one beer. Well, you buy rounds for everybody if you make a hole in one.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, that's why you never make one.
Yeah, that's. Oh, I used to ding the pin all the time. I mean, 50, 60, 80 yards away, I ding hit the pin, and then I get all pissed off because I hit the pin and it rolls off 30 feet, and I was about to give up on the game. Actually, I honestly feel had I started 10 years earlier, I could have made a decent amount of money locally, nothing big, but locally. But I didn't play it for money. I played it for the fun of it. I played it because I enjoyed it. And now that I'm old and decrepit, I can't get out there and play at all. So.
And about to say, if you can be like Gary player and do 300 sit-ups a day when you're 80, I'll be impressed.
Yeah, if I could do 3
Isn't that
setups right
crazy?
now, I'd be impressed.
Oh, me too. I could do one right now.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. So those of you that's friends with me on Facebook, I did post one video so far from Christmas with the twins, the granddaughters, and one granddaughter and I were dancing. So you're warned.
That's good.
Be warned. It's not pretty.
You're home already?
Yeah, we've been home for now a couple hours. We didn't want to be out late, and my son was not feeling good, and the kids were not feeling good. So, look, Jeff's going to go watch Facebook in the other room. So when he laughs, I don't hear him. Yeah, we wanted to get back early. Chickens had to be fed, and
They might have COVID, right? Or no?
I hope not.
I thought you were going to install that automatic chicken feeder.
We are. That'll be next spring. They're going to get their little electric door that goes. Chickens go out, chickens go in, and the feeder and the waterer, and about 10 more chickens. So I've been told. And my answer is,
Sorry, are they dinner or eggs?
Eggs. And then if they stop laying eggs, then they'll be dinner. Maybe, I don't know. I don't honestly know how egg layer meat tastes because it
Not very good.
is it, Darren? Is it bad?
Depends on what hens you got. Some of them are crap.
We got 4 white, 2 black, and the rest are a mixture of red and brown. And other than that, I don't know anything else. Now Lorna can probably tell you everything about them.
Only thing I know about chicken is how to cook it.
Fried, baked. Now, see, there's a Forrest Gump moment right there. I could have went down the road and said, Greg knew all there was to know about cooking chicken. You got chicken gumbo, fried chicken this.
Lots of Louisiana hot sauce.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Yes, when my parents went to see Forrest Gump, my mother returned home and she said to me, never go to the cinema, never watch Forrest Gump. You will get angry because his horses is fly off. Yes.
So have you ever seen it?
No. Until today, I absolutely refuse to watch Forrest Gump. Yes.
That's dedication. That is dedication.
You have to do what your mom tells you to do.
Well, there's always that too.
It doesn't matter if she's alive or dead.
That's true. I mean, you're right. You do. I mean, when my mom said last night, "You're sleeping in my bed, I'll sleep in the twin bed," I stopped arguing. I said, "Okay, thank you," and that's what happened. I mean, we had already.
You do not argue with your mom because your mom is older and she knows better than you anyway.
Yeah.
And something else, you're male and she is female, so every argument she has with you, she wins anyway. So it's pointless.
Very true.
See?
My mother died, Catherine. My second stepmother was 4 years older. My third stepmother was younger than me.
Oh. I'm sorry.
So you don't listen to all of them.
No, I mean.
Yeah, I think one that would be younger would be a little difficult, but I mean that's tough.
If you have a good mom, then you listen to her, and if you have a bad mom, you may listen to her as well. But if you're old enough, at some point you find out it's not the right thing to do. Yes. And if you have very bad mom, I will not even listen to her, if you know what I mean. Yes.
So Chris would like to know, could you repeat why your mom said not to watch Forrest Gump? Because he didn't quite catch it.
So because there is a scene in the film, yes, where
What?
his leg braces, yes,
Oh,
Yes.
they fly off, yes. And,
Yeah.
and I had leg braces as a child,
Right.
yes.
Yeah.
And I know damn well these things, when they're on your legs, they don't just fly off. They don't. They just don't. Yes.
Yes. No, they don't. You're right.
They shouldn't. They shouldn't, because leg braces are there to support your legs.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
So
they were also
whatever
making fun of a Southern doctor, Catherine.
That's true.
so whatever your leg braces need to do for you, like stretch your leg during the night, like mine, or help you walk to strengthen your muscles. Yes, whatever it is, they are there for a reason. Yes, and they might not be. They might look ugly. Especially in the 70s and the 80s. Yes, they looked ugly. Today it's a completely different thing. You can have like cool braces. Yes, in purple or pink or whatever color you like to have them in. Yes, it's not a problem. You understand? It's completely different. But in the 80s, in the 70s, it was quite different.
Yeah.
Yes.
Catherine, scary. We all agree with you, but a couple of quick things. Forrest Gump was popular, but we agree. But actually, it was set in the 50s when it started, and it was set in the South, and some of the Southern doctors couldn't guess a diagnosis with drugs. I mean, they just had no clue what day it was.
Yeah, I mean, look, it took in the 50s, it took 1 to 2 years to diagnose cerebral palsy. It took in the 60s 2 years, especially with a lighter case of cerebral palsy, to diagnose it properly. And still today, and we have 2021, it still takes 1 to 2 years until unless the child is so disabled that it's clear from the birth or from the get-go that it has cerebral palsy. Yes.
Definitely agree with you. Sorry.
It still takes the same amount of time. It's incredible. I mean, medicine made leaps. Yes, leaps since the 50s. And with cerebral palsy, especially with the lighter cases, we are still struggling. Medicine is still struggling to diagnose cerebral palsy properly. I mean, my mom, it took her 1.5 years to get a proper diagnosis by I couldn't walk. Yes.
Well, I understand. That's the point. Bad doctors are bad doctors, or doctors that don't understand their patients' problems.
And don't listen to their patients.
And you've seen that probably in your jobs, right, Ken?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's just, I think not to interrupt Catherine and or Gary, but I think what amazes me the most is since 1950 to now, 71 years or so,
Yeah.
the diagnosis of some things has not changed. Now, why is that? You would think.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I just said the time frame. Year, 6 months.
Right, the time frame. You would think nowadays they would be able to diagnose things a little faster than 6 months to a year. But
my mom, it took her 1.5 years for me to get diagnosed properly with cerebral palsy because I was such a light case. Yes, and many doctors, they said, yeah, I'm just slow. Yes, like slow in learning how to walk. And my mom was like, no, it's my first child. I know that something is wrong. Yes. So she had to stand up for herself too. Yes.
sure.
And the pediatrician in in Altstadt in Switzerland. She went, last resort, she went to him and he put me. I was walking like one step and I would fall. And he turned around and he said to my mother, have you been told by other doctors that your daughter has cerebral palsy? And my mother was like, huh? What? You know, and yeah, because his diagnosis was finally correct. Yes. And the moment my sister was born, yes, I had my first epileptic fit. Yes. So the day my sister was born, and then my father would turn up in hospital, you know, in the room of my mother. And my mother was like, why are you not home looking after Catherine? Yes. And he went like, oh, Catherine had an epileptic fit. And my mother, she had a cesarean because my sister is blonde and did not manage to to come to this earth normally. You know, she had like the cord 2 times, not once, no, 2 times wrapped around her neck. Yes. So, and then my mother got up and wanted to see where I was. Yes, visit me. And the doctor found her walking, and he was like, no, you don't go nowhere. You have to return to your bed, like now. Yes.
Yep.
Oh no.
That's
All the plans they had, I turned upside down. Yes.
this kind of goes a little bit along the conversation that my mom, my sister, Lorna, I, and my brother-in-law had yesterday, that we were discussing, and unfortunately Catherine is the only female in here to stand up for herself, but we were discussing how the male sex, men, has slowly started to evolve over the years. And in 1973, 74, 6, whatever, men didn't do some of the things we do today. My sons do things I didn't do when I was their age. But it's just part of how things are changing in the world. And there's nothing wrong with it. Please do not misunderstand me. I will tell you right now, when I was in the military, I was a horrible husband. Horrible. And I'm not proud to admit it, but I'm also not ashamed to admit it. That's part of growing up, I guess. But looking back, I should have tried to at least do a little bit better. But you can't change the past from 30-some years ago. But you can move forward.
No. But now you can do it. You can do it better now.
Oh, sure. 6 days a week, I do all the cooking, the cleaning, everything. And
Yep.
the one day a week, Lorna will cook dinner, and I still do all the cooking and cleaning and everything else. So, yeah, I mean, and I don't mind at all. I really don't mind. But as my kids were growing up, and the excuse I used to use, and it's all it was an excuse, was, well, I'm in the Army. You're a stay-at-home mom. And that was horrible. That was really the wrong thing to do, looking back on it.
Yeah, of course.
Can't change it, though.
At least you learned from it. Yes.
Sure.
And there are other males out there. They would use it to the end of time. Yes, until they die. Yes.
Yeah.
And probably beyond if they could.
Oh, I would almost bet good money if my dad were still alive today, he would still be the way he was in 1960, because that's just how he was brought up and taught. And there's nothing wrong with that. Every generation is probably, hopefully, going to evolve in a good way and not a bad way. But it is what it is. It was what it was. So
I've been chief cook and bottle washer in my family for 45 years.
Chief cook and bottle washer. I like that.
And
Let me write that down. I need to use that one sometime. I'm going to get copyright strikes from Greg Guy. You cannot use that. That was an interesting conversation. I learned some things because when you have your mother, your sister, and your wife,
Yeah.
hearing their point of view, you're like, you know. And some of my thoughts were, why didn't you guys tell me this 20 years ago or 30 years ago? You know, why are you waiting now? Kind of
They
late.
did, but you didn't listen.
You know, Rod Gary, you're
Maybe-
probably right. You are.
Yes.
You probably hit the nail right on the head.
Gary. Yes, I agree with Gary.
I do too.
You probably, even if they had told you, you probably would not have listened to them. That's a good point.
Yeah, very good point. Very good point. So, I got to find a video I shot today because it's of the great-granddaughters trying to tell their great-grandmother Merry Christmas, and it's pretty funny. I want to get it up and running. It was cute. It was a good day.
Yeah, English has some very difficult words. Yes.
This is how we learn in life. Hey, Robert's in the chat room. Good evening, Robert. I'm guessing you still have to work tonight? I know he can't answer. I'm like, he's going to give me an answer.
Hello, Robert.
Now I can play Carrie. I'll just wait for chat to catch up.
You know what you need to do? Make one of these after we're done. Make about 5 minutes and play it tomorrow.
Yeah, really.
That was bad.
I've got some editing to do anyway. I'm still blown out of the water. I got to find out why I wasn't able to live stream driving down the road. Not that I want to live stream driving down the road, but I would like to know why I couldn't do it.
Okay, stop.
Maybe because of the
Get on a golf cart and do one.
of the processing.
I can see you in an accident. What were you doing?
Yeah, what Greg said, or what Doug said makes sense. The towers couldn't handle, because the towers are so far apart, they couldn't handle keeping up with the stream. And that makes sense. But a golf cart, that's a different story. There should be a tower pretty close to that golf course.
Probably actually in the golf course.
Probably. Yeah.
You know, trees. You don't take a look. A lot of trees are are towers.
Someone go around the horn here. Greg, what's your weather?
Oh, 50 something. Let me check here real quick. It
And
says 49. and clear.
that's still comfortable. Gary,
Yeah, not bad.
46.
any snow on your ground?
No.
Okay.
Rain last night.
Yeah.
Right today.
Catherine, we know you have good weather, but what's your temperature like?
I don't know. I need to look it up.
And probably if you ask Tony Wilder the same thing, he doesn't know. He just knows it's nice.
Where's he at?
Oceanside, California.
Oh, forget it.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, Robert's chiming in. 64 in West Tennessee. That's nice. I think we were 53 when we got home here. A little bit cloudy. Catherine is saying her cats are great. Oh, I hope we get the video. My sister's got two terrors. Terror.
Area?
Now
it says 81 Fahrenheit.
that's comfortable.
That's American.
The
27,
I call
27 degrees Celsius.
I call them terrors. They're not. They're terriers, I think is how you say it. Little bitty things. Little bitty.
Yeah.
Yappers is what I call them too. But they're very well-minded. And the one dog actually, I actually trained her in what short period of time we were there. She's got a toy that she likes to play with that she wants you to grab it, and she tries to pull it away, and she growls. Well, about 11:30 last night, she growls quite loudly. So we're playing with this toy, and she's growling. I said, stop. This is quiet time. This is quiet growling. I said, stop. This is quiet growling time. We're not going to growl loudly. I said, stop. We're not going to growl. I mean, she was actually toning it down each time. And this took about 15 minutes, but by the time I was done, that dog would take that toy and she'd go and not growl one single utterance of a sound. It was hilarious.
Good.
It was
She is,
so funny.
She's intelligent.
Oh, she's a smart dog. Yes, very smart dog. Chris, I don't think they're Yorkshires. I would know the name if I saw it. They're
Jack.
Not Jack Daniels. What is it?
Russell.
Jack
Russell.
Yeah. I believe that is. Yeah, that is it. And she's got two of them. One of them's like my granddaughter's. One granddaughter's kind of hyper, really smart, does things, amazes you, and the other granddaughter, she's as smart, but she's just like, I'm just gonna go do what I'm gonna do. And the dogs are the same way. The one dog's hyper and always active, and the other dog's just kind of, well, I'll just go over here and lay down. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Robert's cat's still not happy. Boy. That's why I don't have cats. Now, I'll tell you one of the reasons I don't have dogs. They shed too much. There's too much excess hair everywhere.
It's if
My
you have
dog
a
doesn't
long-haired dog or a short-haired dog.
Yeah, I have a Shih Tzu and it does not shed.
That would be nice. Does it mind?
Yes, very much so.
That's good.
And it weighs 12 pounds. So it's pretty small.
That's a little thing. Now, I don't know what breed my youngest son has. It's right at a year old, but it's still so hyper. But it minds fairly good. And then he's got a cat, and nothing against cats, honestly. But cats are cats. If they want to interact with you, they will. If they don't, they won't. And most cats I've seen don't really pay attention. If you want them to do something, they just could care less, and they're going to do what they want to do.
My wife.
They're also possessive.
My wife bought the dog, and she bought him because he was quiet. Figured he'd be, laid back. Got him home in a little carrier. Took him out of the carrier, and he just started going in circles, barking for about a half hour.
I'm curious just to see what happened. Oh, it's looking for the phone. Okay, that's cool. Let me see if I can do this while I'm streaming.
The cat.
I probably can't. Doesn't look like I can. Nope, I can't.
Is that your cat, Catherine?
Which one?
The one that Ken's using.
No, I don't have Red Cat anymore. I don't. I have.
That was a good one.
Sam. She looks like Robert's cat, and I have Mia. She's a complete tiger, and I have Bagheera. He is black with a little bit of white fur on the stomach.
That's pretty cool how that goes away and comes right back, and you don't have to turn anything on. I do like that.
So that's the Garfield mystery, Garrett?
I don't know if it's Garfield or not. As soon as I put the app out of the way, the cat comes up. I couldn't tell you what it is, honestly.
Now, are you using two cameras, Ken, or just one?
I am. I'm using the iPhone down here. For the Zoom, and I'm using the C170 up there. And Darren's trying to get me to buy a new hard drive because he sent me a drive today, and he knows I've got hard drive envy now because he picked up one for $77. What do we say about that, Darren? Well, he's not here, so he can't defend himself. So I'm going to say it for him. Bloody hell!
Was it a 5 or a 6?
I'd have to look at the message. I don't remember. But $77. It's an M.2, so.
Oh, it's a 1 gig for your.
Oh, I do have it. You know what? I can do. Would you guys mind if I shared some pictures?
Oh, you share the pictures. We watch them.
Okay, first things first. Let's see. This was breakfast. Oh, wait a minute. You're not seeing breakfast, are you?
Yeah,
you're seeing
716.
Are you seeing thumbnails or a big
Yeah.
picture?
Thumbnails. Yes,
Okay, hang on.
thumbnails.
Hang on. I got to solve the issue here. I've not quite yet figured out this 2 monitor stuff. What about now? What do you see now?
Biscuits, and I'm not sure what the main course is.
Whatever that big white dish with my brother-in-law's knife in it is. Some kind of cheese egg casserole. So we're going to skip through that because that, well, here, I'll go to this one. Let me see. Does this work? Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So
yes.
that's Mrs. K. So here are the terror, whatever they are. Uh-oh. Hang on. Why did that do that? I got to stop doing technical stuff. So that's my sister's dogs.
Those are Jack Russells.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hyper little dog. You see that little red toy right there?
Yeah.
Well, this one right here
Yes.
gets a hold of that toy, and it's like World War V. That dog will not let go of that. But we got to the point where I say, put it on my leg, and she wouldn't do it. So what I literally had to do is I just had to sit back, cross my arms, and pay no attention to her. So then she set that down and sit on the floor and wait until I picked it up. It was funny. I mean, a super, super smart dog. Super, super smart.
Yes. Jack Russell.
And this one here, the dog was actually posing. That dog was posing. Because I was like, let me take your picture. And she ran over there and she sat down. Smart. Super smart. That's my youngest granddaughter. That is Ara, A-R-A. Little cutie. She's got a tooth. She got 6 teeth is what I was told. Man, I'll tell you what, that's my daughter-in-law, and that's their dog. I don't know what that dog is. Let me see if I can.
Half pit bull, probably.
Yeah, looks like it.
It's
Part pit bull.
pretty active, pretty hyper little dog. That's my son's stepson, and the little one. We had just put some new Christmas clothes on her, and you can barely see my son there. I don't know who the photographer. I'm going to fire the photographer because he sucks. That's my son.
Don't talk about yourself, though.
And then, look what I'm doing in the background, guys. I'm looking at a laptop to figure out what's wrong with it.
Well, you are the expert.
Yeah, I am.
Doing technical stuff on Christmas.
Technically, I was doing technical stuff on Doug Betts' birthday, so it's authorized, but the day after.
Oh, okay.
So, obviously, you guys know Valerie and Yana Bell. And Yana Bell, which is this, or Valerie, which is this one, she's in
twins?
They're twins.
Looks like a tripod.
There's a tripod. They are twins. Not identical, so what would they be? Fraternal?
Yeah.
And 2 different persons. I mean, they are fraternal from the word fraternal. Right now, this one is in a screaming mode. Everything she does, she has to be screaming. And it's not funny, but it's funny to Grandpa that doesn't have to live with it, because after she screams, she goes, because she knows she's not supposed to do it. So she screams, and then she covers her mouth. So, and then Yana Bell, she's just 100 miles an hour, and you can't understand anything she says. So, yeah, that's my tripod. But I took the camera off because I didn't want it to get destroyed. She is a little ham. She will pose. She is just, and again, I don't want anyone to think I show favoritism because I do my best not to. But, man, she's smart. Now, I had to take a picture of her shoes because they're identical to Lorna's. And I thought that was so funny. I really did. I think that's probably, no, we're getting there.
Hey, Ken.
Yes.
I just wanted to say something real quick while I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
I just now noticed while you're screen sharing,
Yes.
the part of, how I can tell you that this screen is flickering in Zoom. Well, I just now noticed the part of the screen that is screen share while you're screen sharing, the top, all of your webcam thumbnails are across the top of my screen above your screen share.
Right.
And that's the part of the screen that is flickering, is where your webcam thumbnails are.
Huh.
I don't see any flicker on where I am.
On my screen, on my monitor I'm looking at.
Right.
That's the part of the screen that is flickering. But if you was to stop screen sharing, I bet you it'd go away.
Well, here.
Are you looking at Zoom or?
Yes, I'm looking at Zoom.
Okay.
Fine here.
I don't see anything.
Yep.
Fine.
Well, I'll stop sharing the screen for just a moment.
Well, see, it went away. It's not doing it. It's not doing it. But once you start screen sharing it, it switches all your thumbnails to the top of the screen above your screen.
Correct.
It'll start flickering again.
Well, we're going to do a little experiment here. Mr. Wiesenberger, take it away. Or Weisenberger.
All of mine went down the side.
Or we could go with the. No, go ahead, Gary.
I don't care.
No, go ahead.
Ken,
Yeah, Chris.
I muted the YouTube. I didn't know if you replied. I didn't never see you testing a laptop, but it's okay.
I can go back and show you. And you're not going to believe what was wrong with it. So, Alex, how's your screen now? Is it flickering?
I gotta unmute myself here. As soon as you started screen sharing, your webcam video started flickering. And it don't matter if I change it to the side, change my view so I could have your webcam picture side by side. It still flickers.
What about what's your screen doing now? Because someone else is sharing their screen.
It's your actual webcam video, the actual webcam video I'm looking at,
right,
is flickering, but the actual screen share part is not.
Okay, so Gary, stop sharing your screen. Now is it still flickering now?
It's flickering because because of my view settings. I noticed it's flickering because the way I had it set. While you were screen sharing, it put when you stop screen sharing, it put all of your thumbnails up at the top for your webcam, and those thumbnails that are up at the top is what is flickering.
Well, you have to go into the monitor and reset it down to.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Okay, so I'm going to real quickly show Chris Garrett.
I think I have a pretty good idea of what I think I know what it is. I think it might be the refresh rate of the monitor. It's not 100%, 60 hertz, just like 59 point something, but it's only got one refresh rate in the display settings, and that's the 59 point whatever it is.
So there's the laptop I was looking at, Chris. Right there. It is a Hewlett Packard. It was an i7, or it is an i7. I didn't really pay much. I did update it to 21H2. That didn't solve the problem. Now, anybody want to take a real quick stab at what the problem may have been?
What was going on with it? I'm sorry, I missed that. I was out.
Well, I haven't divulged that yet. That's why I said
okay.
I'm wondering. I did upgrade it from 21H1 to 21H2, but it did not solve the problem. Would anyone like to go out on a limb and see what the problem was?
It was unplugged.
Battery was low.
No. Okay, hang on 1 second. I seriously have to do this. So YouTube's probably going to hear this. The stream
We're
won't.
losing you.
Hey, bring it in here, please. Okay, I'm back. I had to yell. So battery was low. Gary, what was your thoughts?
I jokingly said unplugged.
No, it powered on.
What was the problem?
That's what we're guessing right now before I divulge it.
There was no operating system.
No. It has 3 USB ports on it. Only one of them works. And quite honestly, only one of them still works because she works for her dad, who owns his own company, who has their own IT person who may or may not be the best in the world according to me. But then again, what do I know? After all, I am Mr. Technical. I checked basic thing. Drivers were good. Update was good, all that. And it still didn't do it. And I had the luxury of knowing I didn't really have to fix it because she's got a new computer coming in. But what I did do is I politicked and said, when you get your new one, I want this one.
Yeah.
I don't like laptops, but I want to find out why those USB ports aren't working. So
Maybe because of the USB driver not installed.
no, everything was good. I checked that. That was one of the first things I thought about.
You take the optional updates.
I did not. I forgot to check that. And I'll throw this little caveat in there, or caveat, however you want to pronounce it.
Your boss on the back, your
Where's
boss.
my plate?
You may want to pay attention.
Of course I am paying attention, Catherine. Yes, sir. I'm going to be right. So I'll throw another little caveat in there. When you click on the start button, expecting the Windows 10 to come up, it was emulating Windows 7. I don't know if that has any bearing on it whatsoever.
Sorry, I didn't put any tomatoes or anything. I have soup there with vegetables.
It's okay.
Fine.
Because it's the day after Christmas and Doug Betts' birthday. It's okay.
Oh, happy birthday!
He's not here
Was
now.
there
Oh, it's not.
is there some software on there like one of these Start 8 or other things that changes the menu look back to the older versions of Windows?
I didn't go that far because I'm gonna come in there for that. I won't eat that in here. That's liquid. That'll really ruin some things. Yeah. So
You're making me.
I could play around with it and look for basic things, and she was okay with that. But she more than once made it clear that it's my dad's company, my dad's computer. My dad has an IT guy, and he gets highly upset when things happen. Now here's the kicker in all this. They replaced the battery, which is internal, and after they replaced the battery, two on this side, the USBs did not work. So I'm going to end the stream. I'll leave Zoom open because I'm going to go eat dinner. I have to. I'm diabetic, and my number was 166 when I checked it a minute ago. So I need to eat so my sugar comes down. I will give the controls over to, I'll pick somebody. I'll go, no, anyway, I'll be back. If you're here, cool. If not, there will be a part 2 to the day after Christmas. Although this time it may be Doug Betts' birthday. What are we celebrating? I don't know.
The day after Boxing Day.
Really?
Boxing Day.
Ian, real quick.
Go ahead.
If it's a business laptop, the USB ports may be disabled in the BIOS.
When I get it, because I can just about promise you I'll get it, I'll look at that. I don't
But
see
one USB port still works?
one still works. The one on the left-hand side worked. The two on the right-hand side did not work. It was crazy.
Is the battery one that's made to be replaced? I mean, you open it up and it just, or is it one they had to do some extra work to?
Oh, shoot. I know the answer to it.
Okay, I'm listening.
There are 2 different size screws, I bet you. And when they put it back in, they screwed through the USBs if they're next to each other.
Oh.
My computer is like that. Not for USB, but one of the
I like
HDMI
that.
is right underneath of it.
Okay, can I say something real fast?
I gotta go eat, guys. Hurry up.
It just flickered. The whole screen just flickered without your screen share.
I'm willingly, huh?
We're not doing anything right now.
No, we're not doing nothing right now. We're just on YouTube and Zoom, but I am whittling away to nothing. I'm gonna go eat. Alex, you have the comm, and don't kick anybody out. You can mute everybody. I don't care, but don't kick anybody out. I'll be back. Thanks, guys. Now I got to go in the stream, or I could be real mean and leave the stream running, but not shut the YouTube down. Tony, Robert, Chris, Kenny, and whoever else may have showed up that I didn't catch, thank you guys for being here. I don't know which camera I'm on. I'm confused and don't know what I'm doing. I will be back. There will be a part 2. Hope to see you there. Bye for now.